also an anti-corruption crusader on this, because he's also been interfacing with this Office of Special Prosecutor in a number of ways, many times as well. So, Counsel, stay with me. Mr. Senanu, good evening. Thank you for joining us on Ghana Tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Well, this is Lawyer Martin Kpebu's verdict because of the OSP's own statement that, look, well, I can't take the flak for Kenneth Ofori-Atta leaving this jurisdiction after the elections, because I know when he left, between January 1 and January 6th. In fact, we even knew when he was leaving. But then because we didn't have the cooperation of the other agencies, we couldn't get him. Martin Kpebu says, look, if that was the case, why keep it for all this while, almost 10 months on, and you're telling us now, when the horse has already bolted? So he thinks that, look, it's time for Kessie Jabeng to go. You've worked with the office. You've worked with the person. You align with that verdict? Unfortunately, we lost Edem Senanu there. We'll try to get him back on Zoom to answer this question for me on it. But Martin Kpebu is still with me. Counsel, it was as if, in his view, according to the special prosecutor, what we just played, he indicated that even though he was trying to get him not to leave their jurisdiction, other agencies, like he mentioned the National Intelligence Bureau, the National Security, National Signals Bureau, Immigration, were all just there watching him, not giving him the cooperation. That's why he could do little in not getting Kenneth Ofori-Atta to leave the country. That does not suffice for you?
Yes, and so you come to the people who wield the ultimate power. That if he was scared, that's why I said he cannot do this work. If he couldn't come out to say this, he couldn't come out to say this. And what else can he do in that office? Please, so can say, no. It's done. It's done. By the Constitution, he has betrayed the people of Ghana. He has breached the Constitution beyond repair. So with this breach of trust, he can't continue to hold that office. I think he should just go. I would say he's done his bit. This is a complete betrayal. He's not done his bit. You can't do this to the people of Ghana. No, it's not on. We are far stronger than this. What does it take to inform Ghanaians? That's what the Constitution requires. That's what they say sovereignty resides in the people of Ghana. So there are certain decisions they are brought out for the people to decide, and the people will decide through the various media, right? Yeah, so once he withheld that information from us, the trust is lost, irretrievably lost. It's over.
Edem Senanu is joining us back again. Mr. Senanu, can you hear us now?
Yes, I can.
I lost you briefly. I was asking that this is the verdict of Martin Kpebu to the extent that the OSP was facing these challenges 10 months ago. He didn't come out up until 10 months on when the horse has already bolted and we're struggling to get Kenneth Ofori-Atta back. Then he doesn't deserve to be in that office. You align with that verdict?
No, I don't. And I think my brother Martin knows I disagree with him on this issue. I think it is Martin who is clutching at straws. He's really clutching at straws this evening. I don't know what is happening. Listen, I've done citizens arrest twice. It's when you see somebody committing a crime or there's a specific charge that has been brought against the person. On what basis would the people of Ghana have attempted to stop Kenneth Ofori-Atta between 1st and 6th January? I don't know what he's talking about. What charge was there? I mean, on what basis? Or is he talking about mob justice? I mean, let's get real. This one is clutching at straws. There's no way any of us could have done that. And he knows it. Let's stop playing games with this issue. Alfred, isn't there something else you want us to talk about?
But then again, are you saying, yes, I summarize his point quite clearly, but you were listening when he was on. The point that if indeed these were the challenges that the OSP faced or was facing in preventing Ken Ofori-Atta from leaving the jurisdiction. In his view, let the people know, because sovereignty lies in us, the people of the Republic of Ghana.
I'm asking you, what are you expecting the people to have done? When you are going to deploy a strategy, you need to be clear in your mind what the people are going to do. I know he's referring to Article 1.1, Article 35.1. It still would not have produced the result Martin seems to be suggesting. So I don't see that as, I see it as a non-starter in the first place. What specific action is he talking about? So, and I'm saying,
Well,
Alfred,
he argues on the path of transparency and some level of trust that, you know, if this is the challenge you're facing, especially with a very topical issue that is of public interest that everybody is talking about, and we've all been asking questions as to why Ken Ofori-Atta, you know, that cannot be tried in absentia or be brought back.
Questions. Stop, I mean, get the chronology right. In January, were we asking questions? We're not asking questions in January. It wasn't until after they triggered this thing in February, and then Mr. Frates people responded by March that they will not be available, there was surgery. So let's get the chronology right. What you're saying could not have happened.
But this particular story was in December 2023. I mean, a number of these events for which he's been brought, in fact, the questions that he's been asked to answer by the special prosecutor. It's not just one. The SML, there's issues of the National Cathedral. There were issues that were happening, trending, and we were asking questions.
I'm not getting what you are saying. Listen.
So what do you mean by the chronology of events?
The chronology of events is still the same. Listen, if you have raised issues against somebody, the person's in the jurisdiction, you are anticipating, expecting that you write to the person will respond and be available. You write, I think they wrote, was it in January or was it February? That's still, the process was ongoing. So I'm saying that this issue of all of a sudden, Ken is not available, Ken is not coming, and we are all talking. She's nowhere in January or February of 2025 or whatever. So I don't know what you're talking about.
No, as you talk about the specific chronology of events, reason why you disagree with Martin Kpebu's verdict. And that's why I asked you what exactly you meant by the specific chronology of events, because the reference he makes is to the OSP's own words that, you know what, I'm being blamed for allowing Ken Ofori-Atta to leave the jurisdiction after the elections. And these were the challenges I faced, that his cousin was president. Other institutions that were supposed to help me were not helping. I was asking for help, I wasn't getting. And that's how he got out of the jurisdiction. And Martin Kpebu's point is, to the extent that these were happening and you kept it 10 months on and you're now telling us, what's the effect of this information now?
Listen, I don't understand the logic of your question. Listen,
you don't get the logic.
OSP,
what are we supposed to do with the information now? What he's telling us?
Well, it doesn't matter that he's saying this now. I mean, an unexamined life or any institution that does not review itself over time is one that does not learn from situations. And it doesn't matter that this stage, I think it's a useful thing to say that, listen, at certain points you expect other institutions to act. When they fail to act, then all of us suffer. I think it's a good point to make. It doesn't matter that it's coming at this stage. So I'm not quite sure what you are driving at. I'm saying that between December and January, if the assumption is that telling the people that, look, there are these issues and the man says he's leaving. When the man said that he was leaving for health grounds, you remember